Hello, I'm Rupert.
And I'm Redbeard.
And this is Rupert's Beard. Today we have the first deck list and the Beta on a Budget little series that we are going to do. For the guidelines of it, if you didn't watch the battle that we talked about it in, it is going to be about $50 or less to have the deck be on here. And if these do well enough, we will do more. We plan on, if this is well received, we plan on taking like bigger decks, an example Bonnie, but just taking out Cavendish and having upgrade guides, things like that. And we are hoping that you all enjoy. With that out of the way, we are on Buggy, the OP9 leader that got the structure deck. He is 5 life, 5k power, blue, activate main. You manage 5 of your Dawn cards and trash 1 card from your hand. Play up to 1 cross-skill type character from your hand. 4 Emperor and cross-skill. Very good card, very good leader. The structure deck. Structure deck helped a lot.
Oh, the structure deck helped that deck a lot.
And I'll go ahead and tell you, part of how we calculated this, 2 of the Buggy structure decks at about MSRP would be about 24, depending on if they upcharge it, can be upwards to 28. Because this one you could still get for like $13, $14 on TCG Player a piece.
Yeah.
Some of them will have it without the pack, which makes it a lot cheaper. If you trust that, you can do that. And then with the added cards, which I'll go over whenever we get to them, it was about an additional $24, so roughly $48 to $54 with shipping.
Yeah, but shipping is something for most of these we are not going to take into account, because if you have to ship a lot of bulk, it gets ridiculous.
Yes. But if you can get 2 structure decks and then the other cards that I'll mention, it's about $48, maybe cheaper. At the time of recording, when I did that math, it was $48. After I added everything in off of TCG Player, it was about $52, $53 with shipping. Alright, with that out of the way, the Buggy, and we are, of course, I'm apparently going to put him off camera. There we go.
Yeah,
Camera shy. Get onto the deck.
Dan's everything shy. He doesn't want to be in the spotlight. He's scared.
So first up, and you will notice that these are the structure deck versions, not the pack versions. I did that to keep it as true as we can.
Oh yeah, he's a rare normally, isn't he?
Yep. Mr. 3 Galdino is a 1-drop 2k, 1k counter, cross-skilled former Baroque work. On play, look at the 4 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 cross-skilled type card or card with a type including Baroque work other than Mr. 3 Galdino. Add it to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom deck in any order. So he can obviously search any card in this cross-skilled deck, and he can also be used in a Baroque work deck if you want to do one of those. Which, for the options of that, would be Blue Purple Croc, Blurple Croc. There's not a whole lot of other good options. Actually, I don't think there are any other good options. Next, the structure deck Buggy. Very, very good card. 4-drop, 1k, 1k counter, 4 Emperor Cross Guild. Activate main. You may trash 1 card from your hand and trash his character. If your leader is Buggy, play up to 1 cross skill type character with a cost of 6 or less from your hand. So, go second, play him. On turn 2, you can activate a pseudo leader effect. So you can get things like Croc, Alvida, the Mojis or Kabajis. Different things like that. Very good card. Helps you get a couple of cards out quicker.
Yeah. Being able to cheat out anything for a lower cost is always going to be good.
Yep. Up next is Moji. Moji is a 4-drop, 1k, 2k counter. If he's cross-skilled, if you have 2 or more characters with a cost of 5 or more, he gains blocker and +1 cost. That is relevant for later, which it'll be a minute before we get there, but it'll explain itself. On KO, if your leader is Buggy and you have 3 or less cards in hand, draw 1 card. That is very important. Where you have to discard activate leader effect, your hand gets smaller.
It really does. You run out. It's honestly about like early Teddy in that regard.
Yep. So it's good because it's a blocker. It counts as a 5 cost, which again we'll get into later. It is a 4 cost in hand, so it can be cheated out easier, or you can just play it drop easier on turn 2 or 3. Good card. And it's 2k counter. Hard to go wrong with all of it. It's all good.
Yeah. What if when they made the Buggy structure deck, just look down. What if Buggy was good?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Every card was a hitter.
Cabbagey. Yeah, every new card from that structure deck is
Was
played.
it just replaced half the old deck.
Yep. Cabbagey. Cross Guild. 4-drop. 1K. 2K counter. It's another good 2K. It's searchable. If you have 2 or more characters with cost of 5 or more, this character gains blocker and +1 cost. Theme. Opponent's turn, this character gets plus 5,000 power. So it's a 4-drop, 6K blocker. That's a 2K counter. That counts as a 5, which again is important later. He's still a ways away before it's important.
Yeah, I like how they made Kabaji and Moji 2Ks that are just like fodder because they were fodder, and then Alvida is 5K.
Yeah, Alvida is very, very good. This Alvida is...
Oh, not Alvida. That's the draw one, right?
Yes. Alvida, 4-drop, 5K, 1K counter, cross guild. If you have 2 or more characters with a base cost of 5 or more, gains +1 cost. Theme. On play, if your leader is Buggy, it is, draw 3 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. So, if you heard of Yu-Gi-Oh before, it's a graceful charity on legs.
Yeah. Can't really go wrong with that at all.
Very good card indeed.
Oh, we're getting closer.
Yeah, we are. Cabbagey. This is just a good 2K counter because it's a 5-cost cross guild. He's a 5K, and if you have a Buggy or Moji character, this character cannot be killed in battle. I have never played this card. It is just a option because he is a 5-cost
2K counter.
5-cost 2K counter, which is relevant. If you don't want to run him, I'm
There are
not
other
certain why
options.
you wouldn't because he's
Searchable.
budget and searchable. But if you don't, it's just a 2K counter.
Yeah.
Next, Dracul Mihawk. Mihawk is a 6-drop 7K cross skill blocker. On play, draw 2 cards, trash some card from your hand. Amazing card.
Yeah.
Just draw 2 trash ones so you can dig more into your deck. Replaces himself.
It's a 7K
And a 7K blocker that can be cheated out kind of early.
Yeah, they can be cheated out.
Because
If
of
you're
Buggy.
going First, you can cheat them out turn 3.
If you're going
Second, you can just play them normal.
turn 2.
Oh, well, yeah.
Turn 2, it's Buggy, the character Buggy. He plays 6 cost or less.
Oh, yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yep, I did that on you, on camera.
Yeah. I was just
Watch the
distracted.
video because he didn't. He was there.
Yeah, I can't watch it. The video wasn't made when I was playing it. I was the video. I am behind.
Crocodile.
Yeah.
7-drop, 7K, 1K counter. Cross guild, former Baroque works. On play up to 1 cross guild type character or character card with including Baroque works with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. So it's a big body. It cheats out an additional body. So you're starting to see a theme. You need 5 costs or less. Well, 5 costs.
Yeah, not less.
5 costs or more is what I meant to say.
You need minimum 5 costs.
Yep. Freak Buggy.
Yeah, promo Buggy that was not a promo for very long.
He's still technically a promo.
Okay, yes, but you know what I mean.
I don't like the artwork at all. If there's
No.
ever an artwork,
And different
alt art,
Yeah, if there's ever like a different art, like a entry pack or anything, that'd be great.
yeah.
Please, Bandai.
Please.
I'm tired. I don't want to see this anymore. I don't want to play this.
7-drop 8K for Emperor's Cross Guild. He cannot attack. If your leader is Buggy, which is characters with cost of 3 or 4 cannot attack. On play up to 1 cross guild type character card with a cost of 6 or less from your hand. So you cheat him out turn 3 with Buggy leader effect. You get an additional body, so you can get out Alvida, either the Cabbages, you could get the Buggy character, Mr. 3, Moji, a lot of cards.
It cheats out.
It cheats out everything here back.
Oh, it's only 5-drop or less.
Yep.
Darn. They knew he couldn't be too good.
I mean, he's already really good.
Well, bad.
Plus, because of how the deck works, everything is going to be above that cost limit.
Oh yeah, everything's 5 cost, so they can all still attack.
Yep, except for your Searcher and the card that's effect is to trash itself.
Yeah, except for the Searcher and the 1 cost or the 1K power.
And that stops 3 and 4 costs from attacking. So things like in Bella Betty, where they're 3 and 4 costs can attack. Zero.
Yeah.
Any other aggressive deck.
Yeah, it stops a good bit in all honesty.
It's a very good card. I only run 3 because 4 is a lot.
4 you will see a lot. 4 you will always see, and you're not going to want to see him.
Because he cannot attack, which means he is standing there.
Yeah, once you put him out, he's not even standing there menacingly. He's just standing there.
Freakily.
Yeah, freakily. That's why they're not attacking. Not because they're scared. Well, they're scared, but for all I'm saying is I'd be scared if I saw that on the street.
Yeah. Next, another banger from the structure deck.
Yeah.
Crocodile Mihawk, also known as Crocok.
Crocok.
8 drop, 7k. Cross Guild, former Baroque Works. On play, draw 2 cards, trash 1 card from your hand. Then play up to 1 Cross Guild type character card with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. Once per turn, if your Cross Guild type characters would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may trash 1 card from your hand instead. Protection, draw 2, ditch 1, play another body.
Yeah. Protection for your board that you need to keep on board. Kind of hard to go wrong there.
Just an amazing card. Next, the reason you want 5 costs or higher.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
The great Pirate King Buggy himself.
Alright, hold up now. Spoilers.
Spoiler. 10 drop, 12k, 4 Emperor's Cross Guild. On play, place up to 1 of your opponent's characters at the bottom of its owner's deck. Then, if you do not have 5 characters cost 5 or more, place this character on the bottom of your deck. Owner's deck, but it's your deck. So, turn 3. They got a big menacing character.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Buggy, put on bottom. This goes on bottom, but you know what you did? You red rocked.
Yeah, you would run for 5.
You red rocked for 5 instead of 6, and it's searchable.
Yeah.
Speaking of searchable, the search card.
Whoa.
Cross Guild. This was a fun card in the matchup that we had. You should watch the video.
Yeah, it was a fun card. Man sees 2 of these in his life.
Now, it's Cross Guild. It's a Cross Guild type. You won't believe it.
I know.
It's main. Look at 4 cards top of your deck. Reveal to 1 Cross Guild type card. Add it to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom deck in any order. Triggers activate its main. So, searchable search card. Kind of hard to go wrong with it.
It really is.
Next, Sanji's Pilaf.
Pot of Greed.
Pot of Greed. 3, draw 2 cards as its main effect. Trigger, activate its main effect.
Yeah, Pot of Greed. Trigger, Pot of Greed.
You do that because you do ditch a lot of cards.
Yeah. It's
Replenish
worth it
it.
most of the time, but...
Oh yeah, it's usually always good because you got a lot of blockers.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt to get your hand back.
It really does, especially with just attacking. You need all that counter value.
Yep.
Like, especially helps that all your counter value is 2k.
Yeah. And then the piece de resistance.
Sables.
Sables?
I think it's Sables. I don't know. Might be Sables. It's not Sabrahamas though.
There's a 4 drop. 7 Warlords of the Sea Baroque Works. Main, return up to 1 character that costs a 7 or less to the owner's hand. Trigger, activate this card's main effect.
Yeah, it comes up.
It does come up. Watch the video. It's
Shilling. Shameless. On our own channel, I know.
So it does have that Baroque work, so it is searchable off of Mr. 3, which makes it a 4 drop searchable removal. It's a good card. If you don't want to spend the $4 on it, there is always other cheaper cards. They're just not searchable, and the trigger is just bound to 7 cost. That's pretty good.
It can help determine games.
But that is the list. I have a couple of cards set aside here as options to add in. Other options are Pudding. Pudding is a 4 drop, 4k, 1k counter. On play, your opponent returns all cards in their hand to their deck, shuffles their deck, then your opponent draws 5 cards. If you have to deal with a lot of decks that just bunch of hand advantage, that is just hard to keep up with, Pudding might be a good option to just tech in here.
Yeah.
I
Kind of can't go wrong with it normally.
Yeah.
It's just with the way the deck runs, you need a lot of 5 cost characters. Most of your 4 costs will become 5 costs. There's just not a lot of space.
Yeah, unfortunately, if she was a 5 cost, I'm pretty sure she would be an instant
If she was
requirement.
a 5 cost 5k, or even just a 5 cost 4k, I'd still put her in there.
Yeah, but her being 4 cost does hurt the deck play a little bit. But it is an option, especially if you deal with decks that just big hand you just can't deal with. Another option, Love Mellow. It's a 2-drop event from the same structure deck as Sables is. It is 7 Warlords of the Sea, Kuja Pirates, 2 counter. Up to 1 of your leader or character gains plus 4,000 power during this battle. Then draw 1 card of your 3 less cards in hand. That's very easy to do because you discard your hand all the time.
Yep.
Which is why it was a thought until I found out it was $8. But yeah, where this was $8, it was an easy deck out. The only card in this deck that will run you for any money. This was about $1.50. Crocodile was about $1.50, and Mihawk was 2 to 3. The deck is very cheap.
It really is.
So these are other upgrade options. If you do want to, I would recommend Love Mellow. I was going to have like 2 or 3 cross guild, cut down on Sanji's peel off, and have Love Mellow. But again, that's $8. It puts us over budget.
Yeah.
But those are upgrade options if you wish to do that. Otherwise, this is a very functioning list. This deck has been topping quite a bit, and I'm very happy for it. I'm all for buggy topping. And that is the video. If you like it, don't forget to the like button. Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can see whenever the next parts of the series go up, like the corresponding lists or any future versions. Don't forget to leave us a comment, like what ideas do you have for substitutes for Buggy?
And we hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Adios.